It is mailbag time. Took a bunch of questions after the preseason game. Super excited to get into these questions and give you my thoughts. This is relatively all about the preseason game and the takeaways. A lot of these questions are. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. All right, folks, go ahead and continue to send questions in, because when you do that, you get featured on a video, Twitter, on my Facebook, wherever, LNU or my personal channel. I just take questions out of there and go for it. So, and then you get featured on a video for today here. So we're going to get into the questions. The first one here is, what should the Lions do at quarterback 2? Well, I could tell you what they shouldn't do, and that is keeping Nate Sudfeld as QB2. I honestly think he should be released, and the Lions should elevate Hendon Hooker and then maybe bring on another quarterback to be that number 3. And if Hendon Hooker's not ready, then you would have somebody else there. There's some quarterbacks in the free agent market you could do that with, or just wait till other teams cut down to 53, because here's the deal. Nate Sudfeld is not it. If Jared Goff goes down right now and you have Sudfeld as the quarterback, you're going to lose the game. That's just the way it is. He is not good. He's not a good quarterback. Hendon Hooker right now is developing. Now, look, there's some good that he did and some bad there. That's just really on the coaching staff if they want to trust him to be QB2. He did get a concussion, and I don't know the ins and outs of what's going on there, so that's really up to the Lions organization. But I know right now what we can't have, and that's Nate Sudfeld be QB2. Just point-blank period. You cannot do it. He is not a good quarterback. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Give me a one-word reaction to Nate Sudfeld and his performance against the Giants. Who is the biggest winner from the Giants game? To me, I think the biggest winner here is Sione Vaki. I really liked what he did there. He impressed me a lot. And what he was doing, and you got to understand that the offensive line for this preseason game, the third strings that he was with, was not good. The holes were not open. So you got to understand that. He was getting a lot of yards with bad holes, and that's because he was using his jukes, and he was patient in the pocket when he was looking for his hole, even though there really wasn't a hole. He had a lot of missed tackles. That is impressive to me, considering that the offensive line was that bad. Now imagine a Sione Vaki with the Lions starting offensive line, say, if they have him come in and plays like they do with the Craig Reynolds sometimes, right? You could be like, wow, if he gets a hole, imagine what he can do. Really impressed with Vaki. I have him as my biggest winner. And not only that, but when the ball was going the other way, Sione Vaki, he ran, got the ball in recovery because he played safety as well. So he brings so many pieces to this team. Special teams. If there's a turnover, he's played safety before, so he can run for the ball like he did, recover. He's a running back who can also be a Theo Riddick, and we've only scratched the surface. I think he elevated himself to RB3 in this. And I love Craig Reynolds. Everybody knows I'm a big Reynolds fan, and Craig Reynolds makes this team because he's a good running back. But he just brings a different element to this team that Craig Reynolds doesn't bring, and that's his juking ability and breaking tackles, that type of thing. So I was impressed with him, and I think the running back room for the Lions this year is going to be ridiculous. You're going to have Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Sione Vaki, and Craig Reynolds. That is probably the best 4 running backs on a team, in a running back room, I think, in football. I really do. It's awesome, and I'm happy to see the young rookie excel. He is my biggest winner for the game. What do you guys think? Who's your biggest winner? Maybe you disagree with me. Somebody else. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And let's get here. Did I really? Okay, let's go. The biggest winner. There's 2 of the same question, so I do apologize there. Let's get to the next one here. Mike says, Nate Sudfeld did not play as bad as you said, Mike. Why are you hating on him? I get it that it was raining yesterday. What I saw from him was inexcusable. He held onto the ball way too long. Way too long. Instead of just getting rid of the football, he took the sack. Loss of 22 yards with 4 sacks. And that was a lot to do with the fact he held on the football. If you watched it, he was skittish in the pocket. He looked like a deer in headlights, okay? He did an out route. It was maybe a 9 to a 10-yard pass. And the ball was 2 yards off. That is extremely inaccurate. That is bad. That is high school play right there. The offense was completely stale when he was in there. When Hendon Hooker came in, it was not stale. That's a testament to how bad Sudfeld is. I'm not trying to destroy the guy. What I saw was horrible football regardless of conditions. He threw it to triple coverage when he was rolling out to the right. And the defender was ahead in front of the receiver on that said play, plus 2 people next to him. That decision-making was awful. That is horrible decision-making. Why not just throw the ball away? Do not ever throw it into triple coverage, especially when you're an inaccurate quarterback like he was. For him to make that decision is not a veteran decision. That is undrafted rookie decision right there. Matter of fact, when I look at the decision-makings of Hooker compared to Sudfeld, Hooker is the one who looked like the veteran. Hooker is the one who looked like he's played the game before. Sudfeld looked like the guy who's never seen a play. So I'm not trying to be hating. I'm just telling you what I saw, and it was bad. You can even look at Dan Campbell. He was in shock with some of the decisions that he made. If you watch his presser, he was holding back. He just said, some of these decisions I just don't understand. And that is it. That is something you don't see. It was that bad. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm telling you, he's not good. I don't care what he did in practice. In practice, you're not getting hit by defenders. You can just stand there and wait. In a real game, you don't have a red shirt on. You can't be undecisive. You have to be decisive. You have to make a decision, and you cannot hold on to the ball that long. You just can't do it at the quarterback position. And he did. What I saw last night was the worst quarterbacking I've seen. And that's saying a lot. It was really bad. Will Jake Bates be the Lions kicker? Then this is, I don't know. I'm going to go with I don't know at this point. He only had one opportunity, 53-yard field goal, and he made the best of it. That's what you got to do, right? You got to do it. But his kickoff wasn't good. And he's been making mistakes in training camp. We just got to see him get better and better. So I don't know if he is going to be the kicker for the Lions. There is nothing that I've seen that would suggest, okay, he's a lock to do that. He's just got to continue to practice and get reps at that position and keep doing it in training camp, keep doing it all around. But I don't know. Sorry for that answer because I really, truly don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to be the kicker? Let us know in the comments below. Should the Lions pick up another quarterback? I'm going to say yes. And not probably what you think here. Yes, because Sudfeld is garbage. So I don't want to see him on the field. And wearing a Lions uniform. I would rather do anyone. Blake Martinez, I don't care. Whoever else. For that alone, yes. The Lions just got to really decide now from there, do you trust Hendon Hooker to be QB2? Because he did get a concussion. There has been up and downs in practice. But he showed really good flashes, right? So, I mean, they could make him QB2 or make him still development as a QB3. That is their decision to make. I wouldn't be unhappy if they did pick up another quarterback. Again, we could wait till 53 rosters are cut. That's what they did a couple years ago with Sudfeld, right? So they could wait a little bit and see maybe a Heineke or someone gets released. I don't know. But that is a decision for them to make here. But I absolutely believe they 100% they got to get another quarterback and release Sudfeld today. I'm really looking forward to his release because there is nothing to be gained from him being on this team. And it's going to hurt the development of other wide receivers. I see other content creators actually say this, like Rocked on Lines. I 100% agree with him. 110%. You want to see the development of these receivers, and Sudfeld's going to hurt that development, period. Like, we couldn't get anything about the first half of this game about the receivers. It sucked because there's a battle going on. It sucks for Donovan Peoples-Jones. It sucks for Antoine Green. It sucks for these players who are trying to make a roster when your quarterback can't get them the football, and we can't judge it. Another year Lions sucking. How does it feel to be in the basement again? Hashtag bear down. It's a preseason game. Why are you looking at a preseason game and thinking that that's how the regular season is going to be? I don't care about wins and losses in the preseason. Our starters weren't playing. So if you think that we're automatically going to be the basement and we're trash because we went and lost a preseason game 3-14, I'm really happy that you think that. And you're going to be absolutely stunned when the regular season comes. The Lions are a really, really good team. They're a Super Bowl contender. Their starters are great. And I was impressed with a lot of these younger players on the defensive back, right, and the defensive line, at least in the beginning of the game. When you had Ennis in there, he did a couple snaps, right, and you had Broderick Martin, some other players on the defensive line. I don't care about the third strings. I'm not going to get butthurt about that, or especially fourth strings who are not even going to be in a game. I'm not going to get upset about that. So, look, if you're a Bears fan and you think that the Lions are going to go 2 wins this year because we lost against the Giants in a preseason game, I truly do hope that you have that thought, because you're going to be absolutely stunned when the season comes. And what do they always say, right? Ignorance is bliss. You never... I don't need to talk about the Lions. I'm going to let the play do it itself in the regular season. So if you want to think that, you're going to be shocked, right? We know our team is good. We know what we're going to be doing. I don't care about preseason. So put your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that the Bears are going to be Super Bowl contenders and the Lions are going to be the first pick of the draft? Because that's what a lot of Bears fans are thinking right now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. With that said, folks, adios.